Hello and welcome to the Mandatory Social Interaction Show. My name's Tim, and joining me, as always, is my lovely co-host, Mr. Ben Burns.
Very lovely.
Dupa lovely. So we are going to be playing some Dungeon Defenders. This is a classic.
Oh yeah,
to be sure.
In every sense of the word, it's a classic.
Yeah, this game's pretty old, and actually, it's kind of funny because nobody plays this game at all.
Yeah, we were looking to set up the thing, and there was one dude playing this game by himself.
Yep. Interesting. Someone did join my game though, oddly enough.
Yep. Oh, we can't. Yeah, we don't. We only have so much space to put things, so I might as well just. No, I shouldn't put that there.
Forget how to put stuff down.
You use the middle mouse button, which I initially thought would be a problem because my middle mouse button is busted, but I have the Razer Naga, so I'm able to just use the mouse.
Oh, I got Magic Missile Tower.
Yeah, and I've got walls, so I'd put your stuff behind my walls, which are going to be up on the stairs. But yes, this game is basically a third-person action tower defense game.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. They actually just recently came out with the second one series. That's free to play, actually.
Yeah.
Will this shoot over or through your walls?
Yes. It's been a while, so I don't really know.
I guess we'll find out then.
Yeah, we'll find out.
It's above it. Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah. And then there's another chest down here, and you can probably get enough money off of those two.
Alright, cool. But yeah, this game is quite the classic. A lot of fun. Figured we'd play that while we do our second episode for the week.
Yeah. So you were talking about changing your domain name in the last episode.
Just my YouTube name.
Yeah, just any name in general. And I feel like that, I'm going to use a big old word, that's a little vestigial when it comes to...
Define vestigial.
Unnecessary domain names.
Okay.
It's something that isn't really as necessary anymore, because when was the last time you typed in a domain name to reach somebody's website?
Oh, very long time ago.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Google.
you either have it bookmarked, or you go to somebody's page and you click a hyperlink.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that you should just leave your site as like butts.com or whatever, but it's like it doesn't really matter if it's Insert Coin Theater DOTCOM as much as it is just a quality channel where you find stuff, because people subscribe to your YouTube channel.
Right.
And then they don't care what the URL is.
Well, they don't. On YouTube, they find you through osmosis, pretty much. They find you through other videos, recommended videos, shares from friends, that sort of stuff. Do you want to start this?
Yeah.
All right, start us up.
You have to hit it too.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Yeah, you have to ready up. I think you can just hit G and ready up from wherever you want in the map.
Okay.
Anyway, this first wave is super easy. So yeah, it's like I don't feel like having a domain name is super necessary, like the same way that it was 6 or 10 years ago. But it's still something to keep in mind. But I don't think that you really need to worry about it as much as you want. I just OCD with my stuff, and I just like having everything be the same.
I do too, and that's.
I don't think you can injure them when they're. Oh, I guess you can.
Oh yeah.
When they're in that circle.
That was easy.
Yeah, well.
First wave. I didn't get any extra bonus stuff though.
Oh yeah, well you can pick up all this stuff. I don't think we need to really buy. If you want to pick up gems, or you can take my gems, I don't really care.
Okay. Oh, there's an item. There's a helmet.
Oh, take it.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Dungeon Defenders 2 at some point. This was
I'd like to get a full team of 4, so get some other people involved. Would be cool.
Yeah, this was a game that my wife and I used to play all the time, religiously. We were actually really good at it, but we Dungeon Defenders 2 doesn't have a Mac version, which bums me out. So we haven't played that yet. So it's like I own it and she owns the game, and we're waiting for them to come out with a Mac version. But they keep saying that it'll happen at some point.
But it is free to play, so there's that.
Yeah.
At least that's something.
Exactly.
We get some more of these things summoned here.
Yeah, as long as you put them behind the walls, that's pretty much the.
Yeah, I'll put them
key
along
point.
the top there and sort of stuff.
Hey, a sword.
Or you don't want to come get this sword?
Yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, I don't have anything right now, so I'm assuming it's better.
Can you equip it right away?
Yep.
How do you do that?
If you mouse over it, here's a staff for you. There will be an option to either pick it up with E or pick it up and equip it with F. So there's a staff down where the other chest was.
Wait. Ooh, shiny. How do I can only store it in the box. Requires hero level 12. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, well there's that.
Little ways off from that.
So yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that does that makes sense. Don't necessarily have to have your whole presence be unified or anything. As long as the name that shows up in the search, results is the same as what you're advertising, I think it's not a problem.
Yeah, and I think that it is still important, but it's not as important as people think it is anymore.
Right.
Like it looks
Oops.
nice. No, it's fine. It looks nice, and it's cool to have that, but I don't feel like you need to have that to be like successful as any kind of internet person. I mean, there are some people out there that don't even have websites. Like they
True.
just use YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is their whole presence.
And I feel that that's still pretty perfectly acceptable.
I'm actually I'm completely revamping my website right now is the current goal, because I'm doing reviews on it and everything, doing text-based reviews. And it's going to be all linked in with the videos I do and things like that. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, and having multiple streams of content like that, it makes sense to do
Diversify
that.
a little bit.
Yeah. Oops. Can I not upgrade anything? No, I need 100 mana to upgrade. So, yeah, I don't even think we need to just open the chests and go to the next wave, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna start stacking these things over here and make extra damage if you want to put up some walls or something.
I don't
Up
even
to
need
you.
walls anymore. I've got walls everywhere.
Got walls for days.
Pretty much. So, what was the other thing we were going to talk about? I can't even remember now.
Chairs. Talk about chairs.
Oh yeah, chairs.
Yeah, I got my new chair.
You got a
which I
new
love.
chair, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Yes, it's a very nice chair.
There's some
Very
books over
comfortable.
there.
I like it.
Yeah, and like my chair is from Costco, but it's still pretty good. But it sounds like your chair is like a aircraft chair, like you can.
I mean,
recline in
it's
it.
still Chinese,
Oh.
like one of those kind of chairs. It's not bad. It's actually nicer than anything I've owned before, to be totally fair. And it was a little more expensive than I normally would spend on a chair, but it was like $120.
That's not bad. If it lasts
Yeah.
a couple of years,
Yeah, it should last me a few years before because usually on these kind of cheaply made chairs, the hydraulics wear out on them pretty quickly.
Yeah. I hear you there.
There's a sword here.
Nah, you can. I don't. It's not as good.
Okay,
Things have like little green arrows on it if it's better.
gotcha. If you see any other items, let me know so I can
Yeah.
upgrade.
If we don't pick anything up or everything up, everything gets basically recycled and given to us in gems into our bank.
Okay.
So you don't get super crazy about worrying about picking everything up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna equip what's worth wearing.
Yep.
Okay, let me. I've got stuff to put down more of these things, so I'm just gonna keep putting them down. If
Okay.
that's cool with you.
No,
Are
I've-
any of them coming up from up there yet?
No.
Or they're all down here still?
Yeah, I think in a wave or two it'll be up here. I don't know. We only have it on medium because it doesn't matter too much. I also did ready up, so you got 15 seconds.
Oh, do I? Shoot.
It doesn't matter. You can build while people are coming out too.
Okay. I'll collect some of this stuff. Yeah, this game's pretty easy going too.
Well,
Compared to
yeah, until you get into super high level.
Yeah, but even then, I'm not really that worried. I'm not really that fussed, to be honest.
That's true. So, I can't remember what we were talking about beyond that. Oops.
I know in geez, there's a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
I know we were talking before about a lot of different stuff, like games and story and the importance of story versus making it a game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just a really great topic in general.
Yeah.
I mean, how unimportant it is to if you're going for a story, you want it to be immersive. And something that I feel like some game companies lose sight of is that if you're trying to make it immersive, make it immersive. You know, don't focus on what just happened? Oh, hey, I'm level 3.
Yeah.
Don't focus on making it gamey. Focus on making it fun and enjoyable and something that people can get into.
Yeah.
That's something that gets lost sight of a lot.
Yeah, we do have enemies coming up on the top now.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I can fully appreciate like the new Tomb Raider games and the and the Uncharted games, but at the same time, I don't care. Like I at that point, I'd rather just watch a movie.
Yeah.
And because that's what they are. They're basically interactive movies, which is totally cool. But
oh, you're gonna head out? Okay, have fun.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I just don't maybe I just don't have the same love for that style of game.
Yeah, me too.
I hear cackling.
Yeah, she's cackling at me. Hey, it's fun to judge you. You're adorable. It's easy though. Wow, this thing has a lot of downgrades. What the heck? What do all those downgrades mean?
Oh, I don't know. Let me check.
It has minus 677 of something.
Your current weapon is probably better. I think that's shot speed.
Oh, okay. I don't want it to be slower.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of dumb.
Yeah, just let it get recycled.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm with you. I would tend... I mean, I like an immersive cinematic experience, but not at the expense of making it fun.
Mm-hmm.
So it's finding that balance that a lot of games that try to tell a really like extremely good story screw up. I feel like games that did do it right, like Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Grand Theft Auto 5. I think they've done a really good job of balancing game with other, with game with story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there's a lot more agency when it comes to the player in those situations.
Right.
Which I think is kind of the main selling point, is that you're always in control and you're not relinquishing control for anything in those games.
Yeah. Wife is interrupting me in the middle of our show. Hold on just a second. And
time for a divorce.
It's probably in there. If it's not in there, it's on the table. Give that a try. Is it in there? Did you check the coffee table as well?
I can't remember the button to sell something.
I just did the middle mouse button. You can't. Shoot. Let me see if I can find what it is.
No,
for some reason, my UI is missing.
Oh.
Is it because I read it up?
There's probably a button for that too.
Hold on a sec. F, G. Yeah, my whole UI. Oh, H. H hides your UI. Haha.
Oh, that kind of
H
makes
for
the game-
hide. Gotcha.
Makes the game kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I'm just gonna be fighting this dude up here.
Is there a big guy up there?
Yeah, there's two on the sides, which is fine.
Oh, there's a lot of dudes. Holy crap. Anyways, so yeah, sorry about the interruption.
Oh, I don't care.
But yeah, so boosh, get off. There's a lot of bad dudes. Really kicking off down here.
I can help down there too. Oh, we lost the tower. I guess I should be helping.
Yeah. Yeah, probably use a little bit of backup down here.
It's kind of the problem with these characters right away is they don't have any kind of power.
Yeah, it happens. Aren't I supposed to have like spells or something?
You have your left click and your right click. So no.
That feels extremely underpowered.
Well, yeah,
Just
you
healed
get more at
myself.
like level 7 or something. I'm just repairing your stuff. Yeah, I see. You
Big
got
dude
that.
right there.
Yeah, so like at level 7 or something, I get like a spin attack and other things. So
Two left.
yeah, where are they? Oh, they're there.
I'm on the big dude right now. Where's the last guy?
Upstairs.
Oh boy, okay.
It's fine. He's slow.
And almost dead.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy I like worked on for the first half of the wave. I don't do any damage.
Got some gloves.
Nice.
Alright. Got 2 points to spend.
Yeah, and I did play Uncharted, but I'm just no good at shooter games of any particular type on console.
Mm-hmm.
So I genuinely tried to play it. Oh, requires hero level 60. Okay, I'll just leave that on the ground.
That has more upgrades than downgrades. I'll use that.
So it's like I tried to play it, and I did kind of run into the same issues that you did, where it's just like, where did all these guys come from?
Yeah, and that was my big complaint is just dudes everywhere.
Yeah.
And I mean the game has a weird like how far did you get? Did you beat it or
No, I think
Okay.
I got maybe an hour in.
The game gets a little weird at a certain point, and it kind of I don't know, it kind of turned me off a little bit. I don't really want to go into it too much
Oh,
because
that's
of
fine.
spoilers,
No
but it is an
spoilers.
old game and it's kind of out of the statute of spoilers. So I don't know, like should I or just not?
Oh, I don't
know.
whatever.
Well, here, I'll go ahead and preface it with, this is a spoiler alert. If you're planning on playing Uncharted, you may not want to listen to this. It'll probably take me a couple of minutes, so I would say fast forward a few minutes. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, I can speak freely, I feel, without ruining anybody's experience.
Yeah.
So pretty much what happens is, yeah, they become, like zombies?
Oh.
Yeah, they did this weird, like, supernatural, like zombie curse thing. Got a little strange. And, yeah, that was my thing.
Well, and the same thing with the Tomb Raider, at least the first one, the first of the reboot, where it's like all of a sudden they're bringing in like these witch doctors, and it was like an episode of
They got
Lost.
the weird supernatural stuff, too.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't mind it. Like, it has its place and all that, but I don't know. It's hard for me to put my finger on it, but I feel like in an adventure game where you play for hours on end and there's not a sign of anything weird or
Yeah,
out of
they
the
kinda
ordinary or
dump that in at
supernatural,
the end.
and they just kind of like plug it in, it just feels rushed, you know. And I my intention is certainly not to spoil it for anybody. So,
Oh, no.
but I feel like the game's been out for a long time, and the Nathan Drake collection has been out for 6 months. So, no excuses at this point. If you haven't played it, then you're not going to play it, right? So, and I did give a fair warning. So,
Oh, whatever.
I'm so like, I don't know. I'm just kind of bummed out over that. It's a little. It just feels weak.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't try to shoehorn. Like if they had just done the game without any of that, it would have been just as good. So I'm just like, you know, it wasn't really that necessary.
Yeah, and
So
I feel like to some degree they were trying to mimic the whole Indiana Jones style
right.
of
And
storytelling.
that's fine. Like I understand that, but like it was within the last like 40 minutes of the game. I mean, I played like 5 hours worth, and then they decide to. It's like, come on! Like, why didn't you give that to me a little earlier?
Yeah.
And like, even if it was just a couple hours earlier, I don't know. I just felt like it was such a forced thing. Like, just so disappointing.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Because like, I'm all about that Indiana Jones feel, and I mean that's to be expected to a certain extent with games of that ilk, you know.
Yeah.
But my big problem is it just so freaking late in the game, and then it leaves me wondering what are they going to do to screw up the second game for me. Like if they introduce that kind of crap into the first game, what weird twists are they going to pull in the second?
Yeah,
so I'm a little worried about that.
Do they have to try to one up themselves every time, or
right? That was my worry. That's my big worry, is that they're gonna throw some weird curveball like Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull style and have aliens or something weird. You know, that movie was pretty awful.
I never saw it.
Oh my god. Well, I apologize if I spoiled that one too. But
no, I already knew that there was a lot of weird stuff going on.
I think everyone did. That movie was probably the worst in the series. And like, I'm all about the Ark of the Covenant and all the crap that he dealt with in previous movies, because it just felt right for that universe, and it didn't feel shoehorned.
Yeah, I mean, there was like mysticism in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and
there were shamans that were like pulling out hearts and eating them.
Yeah, and you kind of expect that sort of thing. Oh no, you can't spoil a 20, 25, 30-year-old movie, right? But it just drives me nuts because they didn't give any inkling of that. And the thing that killed me the most is that it was Nazis that became the zombies. It was zombie Nazis. Yeah, so it's like, oh, come on. Like, it be any more Indiana Jones ripoff? Like, really? I was pretty bummed out about that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so go to the next level, you hit
game,
G,
but
just so you know.
Yeah, I'm leveling up right now.
K.
Sorry, I need to...
Oh, that's fine. Like, I don't care.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, aside from John Wick, I can't even remember the last movie that I watched. It might have been Zoolander 2.
Oh, did you see that? Was that any good?
Oh, it's so good. It's like, I mean, if you enjoyed Zoolander, the first one, it's basically more of that.
Oh, okay.
They're very self-aware of what they're doing, which I really appreciate. Because, like, isn't there another movie coming out called Rockstar or something that it looks a lot like Zoolander, except it just seems forced? But I haven't seen
so.
it.
I don't really watch a lot of movies except for very specific ones lately.
Yeah.
Because if I watch a movie, I usually rewatch ones that I like Indiana Jones or Star Wars or that sort of stuff. So I don't know. How do we do this? Okay, we good?
Oh yeah, you just hit G to go to the next level. You just timed out.
What?
Well,
no, time out?
You didn't time out. You just ran out of time to hit G,
gotcha.
so it forced you.
I thought it kicked me out. I was about to get upset.
No, you're fine.
So we're in a different place?
Different map.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I don't have any to build with right now.
Yeah, there's treasure chests around the outside. So there's two ways to handle this map. You can either try to guard the crystal or funnel them in the doors. So I don't know which one you want to try. The crystal is a little bit more of a dangerous move.
Right.
Because you don't have a contingency plan. But the doors are easier to get overwhelmed.
Right. Well, I have the fireball tower now. Which
oh, nice.
Help. So I just collected a whole bunch of crystals or whatever.
So yeah, I mean, if you want to, I'll just let's just put towers down on this one first.
Okay, and then cover the other one.
And then we can just manually cover the other ones for this first wave, and by then we'll have enough money to do whatever we want.
Okay, so I'll put my fireball tower here.
Yep, and I'll just make some walls.
Go.
Actually, I wish I could sell stuff.
I can't sell them for you, so...
You might
I
be
can.
able to.
Can
Yeah.
I? I can, yeah. Alright, I just sold it.
You can sell that one too. And then you can hit M to drop your money. Thank you. Because I have these now, which I think will work better.
Oh, nice. They do damage?
Yeah, they like push people away.
Sweet.
So I'll go to the
Pretty
one
awesome.
over on this side, and you can go to the one on the other side. If you hold down Shift, you get a map too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So-
Alright, well, I am ready.
Cool.
Ready, yeah.
Yeah, so Zootopia 2 is really good.
Yeah, Zootopia is a very good movie. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
I did
enjoyed
go see
it
that
a lot. It was like I said, they're very
It was
self-aware.
unexpected.
Yeah, they're very
was
self-aware of
unexpectedly
what
good.
they're doing. They know that it's stupid and ridiculous, and I think that's what makes it so good. Like you have, it's basically a movie which is all cameos,
Yes.
which is pretty incredible when you see these people you wouldn't expect in movies show up and just be ridiculous.
Yes. Now, one of the complaints I do have though is voice actors that are already famous.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a huge fan of celebrities doing voice acting. Wow, did we already lose the tower and stuff over here?
No, this is the side one. This is the one I'm protecting. I just
Oh,
wanted to
okay.
get some more money.
Gotcha.
So we should probably go to the one that you're supposed to be protecting because
No,
there's guys
I
coming.
already protected it. It's the other one that was not being
There's
protected.
guys coming out of it. They come in 2 waves.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry.
It's
well,
fine.
Go me.
They're
GG
slow.
me.
We're gonna interrupt them right here.
Charge. Boo.
Nice. Yeah, no, I can kind of agree with that. Where people,
At the very least in video games. I mean, I guess I'm okay with it in movies because you expect, movie actors to be in movies.
Yeah.
But like when they bring in when they brought in Peter Dinklage to do the voice for the ghost in Destiny, I mean, first off, terrible choice.
yeah, I feel like that was not their only mistake in that.
No, I don't. I could go on for eons about that game, and I'd rather not.
Yeah.
At least right now, because I don't want to drive off all of our listeners, our viewers. But to be totally fair, picking Nolan North was a brilliant move. So hey, there's a sword over here, by the way.
Oh,
I don't know if that's any good.
no,
but,
it's not an upgrade.
Okay. But overall, it's a mistake in my opinion. I mean, you have such talented voice actors that do VAs for video games.
Well, yeah.
So why not use that pool? Like Nolan North, Troy Baker. I mean, there's who is it that voiced Lightning from Final Fantasy 13?
I don't know.
And something, I think.
I just know that
her name's evading me. I feel really bad for that now. I have a lot of respect for voice actors, and I absolutely love what they do because they bring characters to life in ways that actors tend to not be able to do so well.
Yeah, and I didn't
physical actors.
And I didn't play a lot of. I think it was Morrowind, but having Patrick Stewart open up that game, that did a lot for me. I think it was Elder Scrolls Morrowind.
Oblivion.
Oblivion, that's what it was.
Yes, he did Oblivion.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
is that Patrick Stewart? I was like, yeah.
But you see, the thing with Patrick Stewart, though, is because he's a classically trained actor,
Yeah.
he can do anything
Yeah.
and make it good.
Well, and he's
I mean,
Patrick Stewart.
it's frickin' Patrick Stewart, you know? It's like just some of them are... Some actors are cut out for it. And I'm not saying, actors should never, ever do voice acting. But I think the preference should be to keep voice acting as a profession on its own. And I feel like that's not accomplished when you evade the use of voice actors in general. So, oh shit! I just dropped all my money. Pick it back up. How do I pick it back up?
It'll like, there's like a cooldown, and then you can pick it up.
Okay. I just dropped all of my stuff. Feel really bad about that.
Oops.
But like when I hear that they bring in people like Peter Dinklage, who, as far as I know, has never done a video game, I get a little upset just because, not in the video games pure sense or anything silly like that, but I just feel like voice actors don't get enough work as it is. I mean, we already use the same voice actors for a lot of stuff. Like, for a fair example, look at, like I mentioned before, Nolan North and Troy Baker. They are in, like, everything. Like, just to be fair. And you get a lot of reuse of certain VAs. And again, there's nothing wrong with that at all, but I just feel like we need more voice actors that are really good at what they do, and I know there's a lot of them out there. I mean, Furball, Devious Furball, my buddy, he's pretty good at doing what he does.
Yeah.
He does, narration and voice acting and all that stuff, and he's got a great voice for it. And
Yeah, he does.
He does not have enough work, even though he's got tons of references and stuff out there. So I don't know. I feel like
yeah,
it's,
kind of
it,
how I
the
feel
voi-
about with
the pool of
sorry.
voice actors is. I don't mean to talk over you.
Oh,
But
that's fine.
the
Whatever.
pool of voice actors is already small enough, and we're shrinking it further by bringing in celebrities, and that's my thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things that when you're in, and you can get
Yeah.
whatever job you want, but until you get to that point, then you're just kind of in limbo.
Yep.
So
And I think that's pretty true. I think that's true of a lot of things. I mean,
yeah,
like what we're doing here, that's the case as well. I mean, once you've got a big group, or once you've got people who know what you do and who you are, it's fairly easy to get involved with other publications. It's just a matter of actually getting, in. And I feel like that pool is just so much more limited when you exclude BAs and only include regular actors, physical actors.
yeah,
That's my point.
yeah. But I think to some degree, if there is any defense to be given to those people, it's like it's also a marketing decision, where it's like, oh, Peter Dinklage is doing the voice for this. It's got to be good.
Right. And people love Peter Dinklage, and he brings weight to the game or the publication that he's a part of. And I get that. I truly do. And I understand the appeal behind it. But I also have a lot of respect for the art of voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's something that is becoming more and more prominent.
Yeah.
People do respect that profession more. Because it's an art, in my opinion. I mean, you got to have really good control to be able to do a really serious vocal, because a lot of voice actors do almost complete vocal transformations.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I just equipped something worse than what I had. Oh well.
Well, you can go back to your item box and swap it out if you really want, or just wait until you find something better. Like, that's probably going to take about the same amount of time either way.
Yeah, I think you're right, because I got to figure out what to equip here. Hey, I can equip this shirt better.
Nice.
Do equip it.
I have no idea. It might, if you pick something up, it can go to your item box, and if it goes in your item box, you
Give
need to
to
go.
hero.
Yeah.
How do I?
If you give
This.
to hero, I think it auto equips.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it looks like it did. Okay, cool. Let me make sure that I'm not like shooting myself in the foot here. Okay, I think everything else is good. I'm only losing a little poison resistance. That's fine. What is?
Still trying to figure out how to edit my controls. Like they
What is-
list the controls, but they can't, like, they don't let me edit them, which is
What is mana for?
it's for buying, repairing towers.
Oh, okay.
It's basically the currency.
Okay, and you use that to buy towers as well?
Yeah, to build towers, to repair towers, to heal yourself, to use your special abilities. It's basically everything.
Okay, and so why do you bank it for really hard missions or something?
When you're in the tavern, you can actually purchase things using mana as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a currency in both ways.
Oh, all right.
So you can like use it to buy stuff, and I think
That's
you can.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and ready up.
Alright,
Because why
fine.
not?
Yeah, I wish I could
Sure,
use my,
you can.
use my middle mouse button. That'd be cool.
You need to get a new mouse, man.
Yeah, and I'm locked into some weird third-person attack mode now.
I'll mail you one of my old mice if I need to.
Well, the stupid thing is I have two Razor Nagas.
Oh, those guys exploded.
Yeah, they suck. I have two Razor Nagas, and they both work perfectly except for the middle mouse button, which is broken on both of them.
Really? I wonder if
Yeah.
that's an issue with the Razor, that line.
I honestly don't know. I don't know what I hit, but now I'm in like some kind of free floating third person mode where I move independently from the way I'm facing. It's
Yeah,
very-
I know you can configure the controls outside of the game, so you might have to
Yeah,
do that
that's
outside
true.
of the game. We should definitely play this again, though.
Yeah,
Fun.
I
It's a
really
fun
like
game.
this game.
Or we can pick up the second one, whatever. I'm fine
Yeah,
either
and
way.
like I said, I do have the second one, so
Oh, it's free, so can't beat that.
that's true.
Best price, right? Oof, that hurt. Just a strike.
I have spin attack now. Spin attack. Oh, that didn't do anything at all.
Ow! That guy exploded. That one did too. Ow.
Yeah, those guys are difficult to manage.
Yeah, they're nasty.
I should probably go to the undefended tower.
Baboosh!
I'd like to know what I did to change my camera controls because I have a...
Going all wonky on you.
Yeah, it's like this free-floating thing now, and I'm not entirely sure what I did. That requires level
Wrecking
60.
these guys.
That requires level 8. So,
Aha! Summoning Fireball Tower. Oh no, you lost one of your things. A bouncer blockade. You'll have to build a new one over here.
that's fine. I gotta repair a bunch of stuff anyway.
There's a big sword over here too.
Nice. Yeah, so... Oh, okay, so if I use the mouse wheel, if I zoom out far enough, then I go into like a free-floating camera.
Oh, that's a little weird.
Yeah, I don't...
Confusing.
I don't like it.
Oh, you can go first person too.
Yeah,
zoom in all the
I
way.
think I'll like that less.
Ooh, that's a katana. That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Masamune. Pretty awesome. I don't know if you can use it, but good if you get a chance.
Yeah.
Apply level up to 8.
Well, I can
Yeah.
really attack fast, or fast attack speed. So yeah, I don't even remember what we were talking about anymore.
Well, we were talking about like voice acting and
Yeah.
all that nonsense, but I think we've beaten that one to death. At least I have.
Oh yeah, and you can talk about that stuff forever, really. Like,
Yeah, you definitely can.
it's just saturating the market with people who don't necessarily need the work.
Yeah. That's, I think, part of my issue overall with it.
Yeah. So, whatever.
Yeah, there's nothing we can really do about it, you know?
No, there's a lot of things people can't do about it, but that doesn't stop them from complaining.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's
this
a good point.
is the final wave, and there's a boss that comes out of the middle one. So if you want to build towers, I'd suggest putting towers in the middle area.
Yeah, there's some more gem stuff real quick.
Yeah, you can load up.
More green.
You,
In the middle?
yeah, right between them. So the one you can see it, like it should show enemies 87, like over the door. Maybe that's an overlay you toggle.
Yeah, no, I see it.
Okay, that one on the bottom is an ogre, and he's huge, and he smashes stuff. And
Oh boy, well, I don't have enough money to do anything. So.
oh, yeah, and our defense units are full anyway, so we can't build anything if we wanted to. So we're good.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's do it.
Yeah. Trying to think
Video.
of when I'm working like on Fridays, I would think of all these cool topics we can talk about. And then when we actually get to the when we get to the show, I'm like, oh, what was I gonna say?
Your brain blanks.
Yeah, it might just be because I'm tired too. Who the hell knows?
That's 90% of my issue. Period. Overall, is that I'm like exhausted after working all day usually. So
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to do this at 6 in the morning on Fridays. And then
I'm getting ready to go to work at 6 in the morning, man.
yeah, me too.
I wish I could do it that early. Maybe one of these days this will be our job.
We've got that would be nice. We've got a breach over on the other side.
Yeah, this side is breached. I'm on with the boss.
I'm gonna take out the guys who are coming up our Our side. Hopefully I can make it there in time. I've been trying to like level up my speed, but it's not fast. Yeah, well, good luck with the ogre. I'll be busy over here.
Yep, I'm in bad shape, man. I think I've almost got the big dude. Big guy's down, unless... Nope, there's the ogre. Oh my god, he just spawned and all the defenses are dead.
Well...
Boosh! This is crazy,
dang it, they hit the
man.
crystal.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll probably be fine.
Famous last words. Summon faster. Summon faster.
Yeah, like I can do damage decently now with that katana thing, but I just
Oh.
I can't build towers fast enough.
Get me either.
So
At least my fireball towers set them on fire, so that helps.
yeah, we might lose this one.
I'm working on it. I'm doing my best.
I died.
Oh, did you? Can I pick you up? Or?
No, you respawn in a couple seconds, but in a couple seconds we'll lose our crystal.
Oh, it's going down fast.
Yep.
It's gone. Dang, man.
Well,
That was hard.
yeah, that got hard pretty fast.
Whew. Nice try, though.
Yeah, we could try one more time. I mean, we're at 40 minutes right now.
Yeah, we could do that.
Or we could go back to the other level. It's super easy. Nope, replay.
Replay it. Give it a go.
Yeah, why not? Because we've been gaining levels, and I don't think the guys scale, so whatever.
Yeah, I think it probably stays pretty easy.
Or I could just swap heroes to a dude that's super powerful. And
Nah, it's fine. We'll
Yeah.
level these guys up. Oh, man. What a day at work. It's been a week, man.
yeah, and like you said, it's been a shorter week because of the 4th, but it's just been one thing after another for me too.
Yep. That's usually how it goes, though, you know?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to build another fireball tower over here.
Okay. So what I'll do on this side is I'll just do the bouncers again, and I can manually guard this one.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess we've exhausted all our money anyway, so might as well just ready up.
Let's do it. Which side is totally undefended?
The middle one. I can go
How
there.
do you look at the map?
Shift. Left shift. I don't know what right shift does. It's fine. I can take them out super fast.
Yeah, I'm sniping these fools.
Yep. All clear.
Clear on this side.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's another wave coming, but it shouldn't be a problem.
Alright.
Man.
There's still guys left. Are they at the bouncer blockades?
No, we're gonna get another wave in a second.
Oh, okay.
Because it comes, even though like the wave is 21 people, it comes in like waves of 12 each.
Gotcha.
So it's just the way they handle it, so they're not throwing like 300 guys at you at once.
Right at the beginning. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, we're good. Whew. So yeah, on top of everything else, I slept weird last night. Like, my neck has been sore all day. I'm sure you're
that's the worst.
familiar with that.
Yeah, I know that goes. I have lots of neck problems because of all the computer sitting I do.
Yeah, like you try to get up and walk around a couple times a day, and
Yep.
even if you do that, it's just it always ends up poorly.
Yep.
Like
That is correct.
physical
There's another
fitness isn't
Masamune over here.
It is not an upgrade.
Okay. How do you check from that distance? Just
The
put your mouse
green
over it?
the green arrows actually show
Level
through.
60. Okay.
Well, the green
That's
arrows
gonna
show
happen.
through the entire map. Like they're not occluded by the geometry of the map.
Gotcha.
So you'll see, if you like look around the level, you'll see green arrows if there's an upgrade.
Oh, that's cool.
Also on your map, you will see green dots if there's an upgrade too. So
Yeah, one of these things is an upgrade, but it's for level 60, so I can't use it for a very long time. And it's not even that big of an upgrade.
yeah, I don't understand how they.
I think it's just all randomized. That's what it looks
Yeah.
like. Just totally randomized.
I can give myself a pet because I think yeah, this one's level 3. Give to hero. Now I have a pet.
Nice.
That'll help.
All right, I am ready.
Yep, I'm just going to build a little bit more defenses over here, and I'll be ready too. I need to start upgrading my towers. Because I've been upgrading myself because I do most of my damage with my sword, but
Right.
that's changing.
So do you have a like a series that you're like a huge fan of or really involved in the fandom of or anything like that?
I have been watching Steven Universe, but they go on hiatus so often.
Yeah, and it's shows like that have a lot of quality that are hard to keep going for long periods of time.
Yeah, so it's like I really enjoy Steven Universe, and I mean I can appreciate the fandom. They're generally nice people, but sometimes they go a little overboard, like most fandoms tend to do sometimes. But
yeah, well, nowadays most fandoms get really weird in some ways. So actually, funnily enough, that was something we talked about on my stream the other day.
Oh yeah,
was weird fandoms and stuff like that, and ones that really flew off the rails. And one of the ones that really did go a little haywire. I was a fan of the My Little Pony cartoon for a little while because it was a really well written cartoon. It was pretty fun to look at, very colorful. Lots of thank you, dog. Ash, thank you. Sorry, he's
That's
very
fine.
excited.
Don't worry about it.
He's a very excitable dog. But yeah, it was a great show. I mean, I think it's still pretty good. I don't really keep up with it, but the first season it was really cool, and you had the explosion of, the quote unquote brony subculture.
Yeah.
Ash, shut your face, buddy. And I mean, I didn't really consider myself a brony of any sort. Like, I considered myself a fan of the show, but the label was kind of just given to you, and it wasn't a big deal at first. Like, everybody thought it was kind of weird but funny that grown men liked a cartoon that was originally aimed at little girls. And to be fair, I mean, I thought it was a little strange too, but I just liked the show, and I wasn't going to let that deter me from enjoying something. Until, and that's where the until comes in.
Yeah.
It got a little strange.
Well, didn't this show start to like reflect that in some way?
They became a little self-referential, yeah. But one of the things that got a little odd was the fandom. By far, they did some really strange stuff, and that I didn't really necessarily agree with.
Yeah.
And I mean, most of it involved things of a pornographic nature. We'll just put it that way. And this isn't something that I really wanted to talk about on my stream, just because on my stream it's Twitch. It's way easier to get trolled because you're live, and I didn't really want to deal with that at the time when I was talking about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just, it got really weird because it started getting fetishized.
Yeah.
And that's weird for a cartoon about, and I mean, they're all intended to be underage girls. So that's why it got weird for me. The show was cool, it was fun, and all that stuff, and I thought the art that came out of it was really cool, and people really made some really awesome stuff about it.
Yeah.
And for it, and I loved that, and it went off the rails pretty hard. It really truly did. And I don't mean to demean what's left of the fandom, because there's not a lot left because of that. Like,
really?
Yeah, well, because the media made a big deal about it. People called people who are fans of it pedophiles, and I mean, you just don't want that label,
No.
And especially trying to create any kind of media around you as the center of your brand, right? You can't have anything like that associated with you, because that's a death knell. So
yeah.
That was just one of those things that I unfortunately had to. I mean, I still have a couple of shirts that are really funny. Like, one of them has Spike, who's a baby dragon, talking to Twilight Sparkle, who's like the lead character of the show, like one of the main 6 characters of the show. And he's got a little fake mustache on, and it says, "I mustache you a question, but I will shave it for later." That sort of thing, like stuff like that. I like stuff like that, and I mean, I'm a big fan of the cute.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know this, so like I'm a big fan of like any anime with like cute girls in it, and video games that feature like cute graphics and sprites like this, and I think this game's kind of cute in some ways.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I'm a big fan of cute. So I had a predilection towards it, but I had to kind of take a step back because I even have some of the like pops, the vinyl pops and stuff because they were cool, you know, and they were cute, and it waned pretty quickly.
Yeah,
It sucks to have a fandom ruined by what I would call normies, I guess, like normal people who don't get it. Yeah, just people who don't get the fandom, like people who don't understand it thoroughly.
Yeah,
a little frustrating.
I've been trying to think of like other fandoms that I might have been a part of or just really enjoyed, and I don't really have any. And I mean, that, not to be all like psychologist, but it's like I just don't want to be disappointed in that kind of stuff in the future, so I don't get super involved with it. Like I enjoy Steven Universe, and I think it's really great, but I try not to get super involved and wrapped up in it. Because,
is this the final wave again?
No, we got one more. It's because I know that just it can turn so fast and things.
Oh, and it can get ugly quick.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not just the fandom that's the problem; it's the people outside of it too.
Yeah.
Because they'll assign labels, and they will make presumptions about your character based on what kind of shows you enjoy.
Yeah.
And that's silly, but it is what it is, you know? You either choose to accept that and just continue to be a fan of it, or you break away from it or disassociate with it. I mean, you can still enjoy it, because I mean, if the show was on and I had cable, I'd probably still leave it on, to be honest, like in the background for background noise.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
you got this show to watch now and have on in the background.
Exactly.
Background
this
noise.
One's way better. So I mean, I don't mean to like out myself as, you know, like some kind of freaking weirdo or anything, but I mean, I was involved, and I figured, you know, it's one of those things that I really enjoyed that kind of got ruined because of people who didn't really understand, and then it went off the rails because the fandom, and I mean this in like a majority sense, like overall, took it upon themselves to say, hey, we don't care, we'll embrace the weird tag or whatever, and then they started doing stuff like weird porn and things like that.
Yeah, and
like,
there's only so far you can go with that before it gets really, really weird.
And well, even depraved in some senses.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's if you're fetishizing about small or young girl ponies, like is there a, like, psychology wise, and I'm not saying there is, but the question is, and a lot of people will ask it, is there a leap from that to actual little girls, right? And that's, again, part of why I had to kind of disassociate, because I do a lot of volunteer work with middle schoolers and stuff like that, and I just cannot have that kind of... I can't. I mean, you just can't. If you did, you know, you would not be welcome to do that. And that was one of the things that I had to... because I like lowly anime, which is like really cute small girls, like girls that look young but aren't, and not in a pornographic sense, mind you, but in the sense that like they wear like cute clothes or, you know, stuff like that. And again, I'm into like fashion and stuff to a point. So, and I'm sure you're probably like, what the hell have I gotten myself into?
Oh, whatever. I know lots of weird people on the internet. I don't care.
But
it's the internet.
But like that sort of thing, I mean, it can only take you so far, and you've got to be like extremely careful about labels and assumptions and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just it's what I'm into versus what I can really show that I'm into. And on my stream, people started doing the whole Tim likes little girls thing for a little while, and I had to shut that down pretty hard because it was funny, because in context it was funny, but out of context someone from the outside would have no idea what that means, and would take that the wrong way. And so like I had a bunch of quotes on my quotes database that were questionable and things like that, and they weren't a big deal to me, because I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings, because I know that my stream tends to poke fun at me because they like me, and I'm fine with that. I've come to accept that, because that's just how people are, you know. People poke fun at you because they like you, and I'm cool with that. But
that's the whole problem with having friends.
Yeah, that's
they
just
make fun of you all the time.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, that's the tough part because I personally, I mean, I don't mind getting poked fun at most of the time, but if it's constant, it gets hard to bear sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, like it actually will start to erode on you, and like every once in a while you'll have that thought, "Am I really like that? Like, is that really me? Like that sort of thing." So, anyways, I just I had to shut that down on my stream. Because it would have become a problem if, say, I got a sponsor and the sponsor stopped in and saw all these people saying, "Oh, Tim likes little girls," then
Yeah.
you know, you don't want that associated with your brand. So
Yeah, and I had not really the same issue, but a similar issue when I was just starting freelancing, where I was, I didn't have like anti-political stuff on my web page or anything like that, but I had some questionable content that, you know, I was 17 or whatever, and that's just stupid 17-year-old stuff. And it's just like I was looking at that when I was trying to find jobs, and it's like I should probably clean up my website a little bit because this could be viewed as
yeah, because you probably had your beliefs or your point of view on it.
Yeah. Or even
maybe it was expressed in a more less than like, I don't know, forgiving way. Like that's happened to me before. Like I had my old website, my old Zomgray.com, which is now dead, rest in peace.
Yeah, we gotta take out that ogre now.
Yeah, we need to kill him. Like we need to clear up the riffraff and kill him quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to repair some towers, but I don't think they're gonna last super long. Oh shit, we have over 100 gems now. We can actually upgrade stuff, but
too late.
Yeah, it's all gone.
I'm knocking these dudes back, but
yeah, it's fine. If we die, we die.
I died.
Well, you suck at this game.
Yeah, they're hitting the crystal too.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, it's half health now.
Oh boy, I did not even get a notification on that. They're not hitting the crystal. There's nothing up there.
Oh, I thought it was half health. I saw a thing in the bottom right that looked like health.
It shows the health of all the towers.
Oh, okay.
Like through the level, so you probably saw that. They are coming up though, so I'm gonna start building defenses up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna come and rally with you. Oh boy, I just pissed off the ogre.
That's fine. Oh no, don't build it that way.
I feel like I did like almost an overshare, I guess, this episode.
Oh, that's whatever. Like the whole point of this is to just talk.
Yeah, and I don't want to squick people out or anything, because people hear My Little Pony nowadays and go, "Ooh."
Oh yeah, there's a huge stigma related to it now, and it's just
and there is, and I'm aware of that, but I will be the first to tell you that I'm not ashamed of the time that I enjoyed with the fandom of that show, because there's this weekend actually, I'm gonna date this, is BronyCon, my sister-in-law, who is also my head mod and my chief heckler. She is currently at BronyCon. She does a lot of the staff stuff with them.
Oh, nice.
But it's more socially acceptable for a female to enjoy My Little Pony than a male. So.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, and I mean, I understand where people are coming from, but also it's unfortunate that the assumption is that you're a freak or a weirdo just because you enjoy something. So it's a real bummer. It really truly is. Oh. He does a lot of damage. Ow. Oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't do that much damage.
Yeah, I'm trying to like build towers around him so he runs into that stuff.
I'm gonna build a tower real quick.
No, can't use that sword.
Bring him back this way if you can.
Yeah, I'll try to.
Light him on fire a little bit. Light him on fire.
I need to get money to heal myself. Yeah. But I totally don't.
Put up a barrier.
I don't care about oversharing or anything like that. Like, as long as you're comfortable talking about it, that's really all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, to be perfectly fair, I mean, I am not really ashamed of anything I've done in my past, because, I mean, I wouldn't have done it if I was ashamed of it, you know? And I definitely wouldn't talk about it if I was ashamed of it. But, you know, you learn, and it's all a learning experience. And, I mean, I think it's just kind of a bit of a, oh, he's almost dead. We got him. Yes! Good job, man. Woohoo! We the best.
Yeah, and this actually came up on one of my streams like a week or two ago where somebody asked me a political question and like I wasn't ashamed to answer it, and I didn't really answer directly. I was just like, I'm not comfortable talking about this, or
Right.
you know, this is how I feel. But it didn't stop me from talking about it. Like it's
Right.
just
And,
how it
and that's
is.
just it, is especially with like political topics. I mean, they're so polarizing and things like that.
Ugh, yeah.
I don't have a problem talking about it. It's just the problem is that some people don't have an open mind, and they
Yeah.
will, if they ask you for your opinion, they will argue with you on it. And it's like, you asked me my opinion, not to argue. You know, you didn't say you wanted to argue with me. I don't want to get into an argument.
Yeah.
And that's part of the problems that I have with political conversations, because I have a feeling that you and I probably share pretty similar views overall.
I would assume so. I don't.
I mean, we haven't really gotten into it, and I don't. And I'll be honest with you, I'm really not that interested because
No,
I
we're
don't
saving
really
that
talk-
for the fight on episode 12.
Right, exactly. Which we have totally scripted. But I think overall, it's like
I'm going to send us back to the tavern.
political topics. Okay, political topics are it's just one of those things, right? That if somebody asks me my opinion, I will share it, but they have to go in understanding that people have different points of view. And
Yeah, and
a lot
that-
of people refuse to accept that.
People are allowed to have different points of view.
Yeah, and it's okay to give your opinion if somebody gives you an opinion that differs from yours, is a slightly different or even completely different. You can say, hey, well, that's not the way I see it this way. But more often than not, when somebody asks you a political question, they do it because they're scrapping for a fight,
Yeah.
you know, and they're looking for a fight. Is this really still decorated for Christmas? Am
I don't. I mean, I have
Why
like
does this
orange
place
and
look so
white
shitty?
balloons. I
Yeah,
have,
why
like-
is this place so shitty? That's
Because
what
it
I'm wondering.
probably hasn't been updated in 2 years. Because they've
Probably
been working
not.
on Dungeon Defenders 2.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just it's one of those things where I'm not ashamed to talk about it, but sometimes the time isn't right. But I feel like the show is a little bit more free in terms of what I mentioned about
Yeah.
like fandoms and stuff, because I mean that's a less polarizing topic, I think, than other ones. Because I mean, I think that people can have a discussion about fandoms all day. Like I could talk about like canon and headcanon and things like that all day.
Yeah.
And I think that might be a fun topic to do one of these episodes to talk about, because I've got some real strong feelings about that sort of stuff. So,
Well,
but-
yeah, I have questions about that, and I would love to ask them, but I have a feeling that would extend the length of this show by another 15 minutes. So,
yeah, and we're already at over an hour at this point. This is actually our longest episode, I think, so far.
no, I think episode 4 was an hour and 5.
Oh, okay, so we'll be about on par then.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a slower start to this one, I feel, but
Yeah,
we definitely got going
Well,
eventually.
we were a little tired, I think. It's been a long week. I think we'll be more on point next week.
Yeah.
My energy drink has kicked in, so
Yeah. Well, I think you're bringing us out this time. So
yeah. So that wraps up the mandatory social interaction show. My lovely co-host has been Mr. Ben Burns. You want to tell people how they can find you, Ben?
yeah, you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube at Ben_Burns, and that's BURNES. I know earlier in the show I talked about conformity with URLs, but apparently it doesn't matter for everybody.
That's all good. It happens.
Oh yeah.
And you can find me on YouTube. It's youtube.com/insertcointheater.com. That's insertcointheater, DOTCOM. You can find me on the web at insertcointheater.com or on Twitch at twitch.tv/insertcointheater. I'm also on Twitter, twitter.com/ICT_podcast.
Yep.
And this has been the Mandatory Social Interaction Show. Thank you guys very much for joining us. It was a lot of fun, and we hope you'll join us next week for our Saturday and Sunday episodes.
Yes.
Because that's our new release schedule.
Yes, Saturday and
and-
Sunday, and we are looking to bring in guests.
Yeah, so if you
in
have
the
a
future.
YouTuber you really love or know personally that would like to be on the show and just shoot the breeze with us, that would
Yeah.
be awesome. The only real thing that they'll need is copy a Minecraft and then whatever other game we decide to play,
Yeah,
I
and
guess.
game to be decided later.
And it doesn't necessarily even have to be Minecraft, but
No.
I think that's a good starter. It's nice and relaxed, and
It's very low impact, which is what I like
is.
about it.
It is. It's a good way to get your brain kind of in that mode of just chatting and talking and stuff. So yeah. So overall, I think that's a fair game to start with. So we'll be back next week. Thank you guys again very, very much for joining us, and we will see you all next time.
Yep. Take care, guys.